Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, to bring you the next 5 days. Now, that takes us on into the upcoming weekend. And that's good news because up until the weekend, it is not going to feel much like spring. But by the weekend, that's all going to change. Temperature wise, let's take a look at your Wednesday here. Chilly here in the Midwest, nice and warm there in the central U.S. and down around Texas and certainly along the southeast. By Friday, still going to be fairly chilly across a good portion of this area. Normal high temperatures now are certainly in the lower 60s for the afternoon highs, lower 40s for the afternoon lows. So temperatures are going to be below normal for the next 3 days. But notice the warm up again off towards the west as we head on into your Saturday. It's starting to edge its way towards the east ever so slowly. Those of you in the northeast, well, you're just going to have a very chilly and wet Saturday for you. But by Sunday, look at the temperatures. They're starting to really work their way in. And with that L you see there up in South Dakota, that's going to swing some warmer air in. And that's going to be the start, I think, of some spring-like temperatures starting this weekend. Saturday, not going to be bad, closer to normal. But I think we can get into the 70s right here in the Ohio Valley by Sunday, and certainly well into the 70s for next week. Precipitation wise, Wednesday is going to be kind of a nasty day right here in the Ohio Valley, points north up around Chicago and up into the Great Lakes region. Most of the country fairly dry though, and that's not too bad. By Thursday, that area continues to develop, swings a little bit more towards the southeast and certainly towards the east, but this low and that low combining will bring some of those chillier temperatures in for Thursday as well as Friday. By Friday, it gets really stormy there along Pennsylvania and points east and up towards the northeast and also along the eastern seaboard. It's also going to bring some rain down into the state of Florida. And then as we head on into your weekend, dries out. Again, temperatures are going to be warming up. Northeast is going to be a mess. Southeast, a little bit chillier, but not bad. You're still going to be pretty close to normal, which certainly this time of year, 70s and even lower 80s there. And then another system pushing its way into the west coast. And by Sunday, pretty much dry across most of the country with the exception of the high Rockies, high plains. Pretty good sized system there. But notice what's happening. These systems now are starting to shift a little bit further towards the north. And what that means is the jet stream is shooting itself across from the west to east further north. That's going to allow warmer air to work its way into a good portion of the country. So that's something to keep an eye on as we head on into later on into the springtime areas. But over the next couple of days, it is not going to feel like spring, but hold on, the weekend is right around the corner and I think you're going to like it, especially here in the Midwest. I'm George, the Weather Dad.